Soft mattress?
Yeah, that could have been it. It could have been the soft mattress, or it could have been the midnight rape, or the nude gay art show that took place in my room. One of those probably added to the lack of sleep.
Try one of these scones. You're going to love them.
I'm a little too traumatized to have a scone.
And now, back to the Big Dumb Fun Show.
If you're too traumatized to have a scone, try the Big Dumb Fun Show. We're here Mondays, 7 to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. The rest of the week, watch the show because it's in
replay!
I have been looking over this list, tonight's big list from Beloit. Is getting professors used to the kids that they're going to be teaching here. Now, Andre the Giant, River Phoenix, Frank Zappa, Arthur Ashe, and the Commodore 64, they've always been dead to these kids getting ready to go into college. It's back to school time. They've always been dead. They have no idea who these people are. And to be honest, I just turned 30. I know who Andre the Giant is. River Phoenix. Not really a Zappa person. Arthur Ashe, I have no idea who that is.
He's a tennis player.
Okay.
He's actually an African-American tennis player.
And Commodore 64, never played it.
I didn't know they knew who New Kids on the Block were.
You did not know who New Kids on the Block?
I did, but
did.
that was my age. I didn't. It says right here, New Kids have always been known as NKOTB. That's New Kids on the Block.
Now, they are old enough to know that Whitney Houston has been declaring, I Will Always Love You. Remember that song?
But that's old,
from
too.
The Bodyguard. But still, that wasn't her. That wasn't her song. That was Dolly Parton's from Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
I didn't know that.
You did not know that?
I did not know that.
Dolly Parton wrote that song.
I read something about NSYNC earlier, and I don't know where it went.
The Communist Party has never been the official political party in Russia. Video games have always had ratings. I remember when they could just do whatever they want. I think it was once they had like the Mortal Kombats come out, then it was Tipper Gore, I believe.
Did you read this one? Women have always been kissing women on television?
Yeah, apparently that's a big deal. Or that was a big deal.
I still think it's a big deal.
Yeah, but I don't think for the censors.
I mean, I accept
you don't have to censor it.
I accept gay marriage and lesbian marriage.
I mean, if you want to see women kissing, you get on the internet.
But see, I'm still in shock and awe.
The website bookmark.
Yeah.
Because if you ever watched Hindu movies, they don't kiss. They never have, and now all of a sudden in the last
it's that whole
few years,
public display of affection.
Couple years, it's like they're kissing, and it's so funny to watch because when you watch American movies that are kissing, and then you watch Indian movies that are kissing, they just have their mouth open. They're like, they don't know what to do.
Like they don't know how.
Like they don't kiss.
Like they just don't kiss. And I mean, we've seen kissing in American movies since the God who knows ease. But it's weird to see them kissing now.
Do they hold hands?
But now they're half naked and they don't shoot their movies in India because the background dancers are American or black or redheads. And I'm like,
you're totally talking right above me. I have no idea what you're talking. You might as well be just talking Hindu right now.
No, I'm just saying that Indian movies, they don't kiss.
Did I mention Arnold Palmer has always been a drink?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Whatever.
The Rocky Horror, and this one is kind of new to me.
Japan has always been importing rice.
I don't get that.
I thought Indians eat rice.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show has always been available on television. That one I really don't understand.
Kind of weird. I didn't know that it was available on television.
But I guess I'm also too young to understand that the freaks that would get together and go to the midnight showings, right? And it was very much an audience participation.
Yeah, they were like a toast, and people would throw bread.
What's this one?
When they came running out of the chapel because of the wedding, people in the audience would throw rice.
What's this one? The United States has always been shedding fur. What does that mean?
I have no idea what that is, and I don't know if it's some type of
Furbies.
No, I think it's a pubic hair reference.
And I knew about this. Moderate amounts of red wine and baby aspirin have always been thought good for the heart. I knew that.
Yeah, but they said that no, it wasn't for the longest time.
But see, I thought you were supposed to drink a little bit of wine when you were pregnant as well.
Keep telling yourself
only
if you're Representative Aiken.
I thought
that could lead to pregnancy.
I thought one glass of wine was okay.
Jimmy Carter's always been a smiling elderly man who shows up on TV to promote fair elections and disaster relief. People don't know that Oh, Jimmy Carter. They don't recognize him as a president.
Yeah, see, to me, this seems like these are kids that didn't get a really good high school education.
Well, and I think a lot of this is the schools.
Like some of these, like the Amazon River, like Jimmy Carter, right?
Yeah.
Like Arnold Palmer, they just didn't get a good education.
Well, I think a lot of schools.
They didn't,
When I was growing up, and I was going to school, we'd go through history, and we'd learn American history, and you go through world history and whatnot. And I would always be like, "What happened at Vietnam?" And they never got to it. The history books were not written that soon, right? So I had from Vietnam on. American history for me is a blur. I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no idea.
Like they never
what
bought
happened.
New school books for you?
Never did.
You got all the way up to like the Korean War?
I got into college, and I had courses in college, and that was one of the questions. Like, are we going to learn about Vietnam? This is U.S. history, 2100 or whatever. Are we going to learn about Vietnam? And no. I had to learn it off the street from a dude in a wheelchair.
I know nothing about history just because I'm really horrible at history. Tyler can
you're
tell
very
you.
Indian.
Tyler can tell you the whole 9 yards. What happened in World War I, World War II, Vietnam, the mafia, the cowboys. He can tell you everything about history. Me, I can't.
Is that just one story?
No, I'm
that's okay.
I'm all random stories. You can ask him anything history related, and he has an answer.
If we're just talking about how ignorant we are, I had no idea that the Japanese had aircraft carriers in World War II.
What?
I can't even.
What are you talking about? You didn't hear about how they bombed Pearl Harbor?
I did.
I know
but
Pearl Harbor is
I
December.
thought that the reason why they were able to fly in under the radar.
They were commuting.
1941.
I thought the reason why they were able to fly under the radar is because they had only
1941?
so much gas that, of course, they're not going to pick them up on radar because there's no way in hell they'd be able to make the flight and be able to make their way back. So there was just no threat at all.
No, they weren't flying from Japan.
Wouldn't you have been able to see an aircraft carrier a couple miles off the coast?
They weren't a couple miles off the coast.
Transformers taught me that there's a Sector 7.
I've always known that there was a Sector 7.
I did
and now
not
that you know about
until
it,
I watched Transformers that there was a Sector 7 and we have Transformers. I didn't know that existed.
I'm happy that this thing mentions Pogs. I
don't even know what Pogs are.
My grandparents raised Pogs.
They didn't. No.
They had a Pog farm.
No. Pogs.
No, really, they did. I went out and
what the hell is a Pog?
Sometime we would neuter the Pogs.
What a Pog is.
You'd ever get ham or bacon? Comes from a Pog.
No, that's hog.
Oh.
Hogs.
Hey, this one's also...
Those little coin...
Yeah, the milk caps.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, this is also... They've always wanted to be like Shaq or Kobe. Michael who?
Yeah, they don't know who Michael Jordan
is. I knew everything about Michael... Well, I didn't know anything about Michael Jordan, but Tyler knew everything about Michael Jordan.
Well, a lot of good stuff on tonight's big list. A lot of thought-provoking items on there. Makes me just feel really, really old.
Because you're what, 38 now? 42?
Just turned 30.
That's me.
Just turned 30.
Sorry, I get him confused with you.